Outlaw Radio Live listeners and fans. We are live with none other than Tony motherfucking Atlanta. What's going on tonight, brother?
What's happening? What up, my Brody?
Hell yeah, man. I've been looking forward to this interview for quite some time, so this most definitely is put in work. So, I know you're a busy guy. You just dropped a new record. You're putting in massive work with Young Noble, so I'm not going to keep you long. But I got to ask, what made you decide to get into the music industry?
Oh, man, it's a long time coming. You know, that music it's old since birth, really. But going back further than that, like my grandfather, you know, he was big on the gospel circuit out there in Bermuda. So, you know, growing up, he kind of instilled that in me at an early age. And, you know, I just kept going from there. Like, I just come from a real musical family. So that's pretty much how it came. Then, you know, the stars also aligned like Voltron on the ass, too. But
most definitely. It just kind of came with you at birth, you know. It's something you're meant to do.
Yeah, man. You know, we got things that we put on this earth to do. We got gifts that we got to share. And it comes in different forms, and, you know, that particular one just having to suit me.
Most definitely. So, currently you're with Options Entertainment. How did you get linked up with them, and what's the story behind that?
Oh yeah, so Options ENT, it was something that me and my partner Big Tay started. You know, been knowing him since we was real young, you know, high school, junior high days. And so it's just something that kind of cultivated over the years. You know, he did music, I did music. We had a lot of connects mutually as well as outside of ourselves. And, you know, we just decided to go ahead and put it together and put it out there for the people. And, yeah, man, put a nice catalog together as a result.
Most definitely. One of them is your brand new album. What other artists do you have signed to Options Entertainment, or is it just you and your homie?
Yeah, right now, you know, it's me. You got Fresh Prince, and we focusing on those two. Fresh Prince of Atlanta. So yeah, it's just us two artists for right now. But you know, we're still working with different people, putting different projects together. But as far as the main focus, that's what we're running with.
Most definitely. I actually checked out Fresh Prince of Atlanta. He's actually I like his style, man. He most definitely can throw it down on the mic.
Oh yeah. He definitely got some solid joints on his projects.
And speaking of talented, you and Young Noble did a song, and that's actually featured on his newest record called Third Eye View. Can you tell us a bit about that song, and how did it come to be?
Yeah, it's crazy. So, you know, me and Noble, the big homie, we always stay in touch. And he hit me like, because, you know, they always overseas and going to these exotic places, Egypt and Nepal and all this, you know. So he put together a vision, and the song is called Ungrateful. And, I mean, the title speaks for itself. I mean, it's, you know, everybody knows somebody that's just ungrateful. It just uses them to no end. And, you know, we just had to put the mirror up to those type folk. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed that song, man. I think I had it on repeat about non-stop for 2 hours before I got on the air. But as a lot of our listeners know, you do a lot of work with the Outlaws. How did you get hooked up with them guys?
Man, it's a crazy story. So, you know, them boys, of course, you know, partner Outlaws, pretty much against the world. Like, you know, that kind of molded a major part of my life. And then to meet them dudes, like, so me and Edie actually stayed in the same hood. So we just kept bumping into each other. You know, I give them, you know, little music I was doing at the time. I was in a group called Gang Green. We did a lot of numbers, you know what I mean? They know on the east side of Atlanta about them Gang Green boys, and it kind of got back to Edie, and so we run into each other. We just decided to link up. I was actually walking through the hood one day, walking my dog, and told him, pull up, man, come to the house. Got some beats for him to check out, see if he wanted to fuck with anything. And you wouldn't think that somebody, you kind of grew up just admiring, when Pac and all that was going through it, would just really just pull up on you. And he did. When he said he was going to do it. And so it just pretty much took off from there once like minds link up, you know what I mean? It's just that cross-pollination just continued to this point where it is now.
That's crazy, though, man. It must have been an absolute honor, and a blessing just to be able to work with people you've idolized, man. Pac's one of my idols as well, so it's mind-blowing just to be able to get noticed by individuals like them, let alone with you actually had one of them roll up into your house.
Yeah, which was crazy, and then, just after that, it was a wrap. Them the big homies. And, they mentored the nigga over the years. Just the same shit that Pac would instill in them as far as how they went about their writing and their preparation and their work ethic. And it just, trickled down. And, that's one thing that's really solid among other things about the boys is they really teach you how to fish in a pool full of sharks. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. So this is one question that I was looking forward to asking you. You were in the All Eyez on Me biopic movie. How did you land that role, and what was it like being on set? What was the atmosphere, and do you have any funny stories from behind the scenes?
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. One day, I'm at the crib smoking. Fucking Noel hit me up out the blue, just like, "Hey, nigga, you want to get in this movie or what?" I'm like, what movie you talking about? He's like, "The Pac movie." I was like, "Oh yeah, shit, run it." That's just how we do. If you with the team, you with the team. And so that was a done part on that. And once I got to the set, one funny story. So we was doing a riot scene. I'm sure you see it on the movie right after my partner Blue Da Vinci got shot at the Blue. My nigga, but in the movie, Clifford Power had to stick him a couple times. You know what I mean? And then the riot scene popped off. So while we were shooting that, they got us laid down on the ground in the yard, and tear gas and this all kind of shit. And so we just doing these little cuts and shit or whatever. So as he getting up, I'm like, "Damn, bro, you ain't sharp on yourself. This is what's going on." So, you know what I mean? He's talking to Clifford Power, right? So this nigga just silly as hell, went into full pinky mode, doing the Merry Christmas nigga, and nigga, I ain't short my shit, nigga. Just, you know what I mean? Just one of the coolest niggas that you'll ever meet in your life. And sometimes when you see these folk on TV, they might seem unapproachable or whatever, but you know what I mean? You just have a real conversation or just fuck with a nigga a little bit, and man, that shit was hilarious. Everybody was rolling, and just one of them good memories, man. That shit was a fool.
Because I remember when you just mentioned Pinky, I just clicked in my head next Friday. I did not notice that.
Yeah.
I watched the All Eyez on Me movie quite a few times. I even went to theaters to go see that movie, man, and I did not notice that guy was Pinky without the long-ass hair, so you learned something new every day, I guess.
Oh, yeah, man. He's a legend, man.
Oh, most definitely, man. But that's a great experience, man, you getting to be on the All Eyez on Me movie, dude. You're riding with Pac's family. You get to be in a movie memory of Pac, man. I just think you're destined to do this shit, bro. Most definitely.
Hey, man. Same like it, huh?
So, you were part of Outlaw Nation Volume 5 with other tons of amazing artists. What's the story behind that amazing record?
Man, it's just crazy. So after Edie put me on to everybody else, we just kept doing music with them, all the Outlaw Cultures, the OG album hosted by Mike Epps, Son of God, we just been doing this shit just over the years, and that O4L, the Outlaw for Life, that's what we stand for, and once you're part of that fraternity, that's it. We just crank them guys out, and situation, man, to just have good music come out consistently. Because a lot of times, motherfuckers will just put out an album just for the hell of it. It ain't really saying nothing. Ain't no substance in there whatsoever. But these dudes is different. Like, you get the call, you already know. You got to come with your A game, and you got to, you got to come prepared.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I remember when that free mixtape dropped, man. It's like 26 or 30 songs or something like that.
Yeah, on a free mixtape, right? That lava, just all fire, everything. Like, that was better than albums that motherfuckers was paying for. So that's the type of shit I like to be around.
I just remember when I bought that album, I was sitting back, I'm like, how in the living hell is this free? Like, this is a steal.
Yeah, what was your what joints you that man? There was so many of them there. Like, it's hard to really pick a favorite on that game.
Of that one, I'm gonna be truthful. I'd have to say Wounds. I just think you felt the pain in that song, with Edie and Noble. Wounds was.
Oh yeah.
Wounds was that song where you really sat back and you were like, "Fuck," like you can tell like how much raw emotion and the pain you could feel just from that song. It most definitely took me down a couple notches when I listened to that.
And see, that's that key. Just find that emotional chord. You know what I mean? That you can share with somebody. So that's really what it's all about, man. For me, when it comes to this music, it's all about connections and saying the right thing at the right time for somebody that really might need to hear that shit.
Most definitely, man. Especially when someone's lost a friend as well, you can actually, in a way, kind of relate to that similar situation. You can take something from it, Music substance is key.
Oh, yeah. Because, that's something that everybody go through. So that's always going to, resonate.
Most definitely. So, not too long ago, you visited Bermuda. What was that adventure like, and how is the environment different versus North America?
Oh man, Bermuda's wild. Like, it's a whole different culture. Like, and that's one thing. Cause my mom from Bermuda, and a sad story is like back in the day, the same grandfather that taught me, my love for music was basically, blackballed in Bermuda because he was fighting for black workers' rights and union rights because, it was basically like on some slave shit over there. They was working niggas to death and it wasn't no organization or nothing. So he started, a movement over there for equal rights and ended up getting kicked out, of the island. And, they had it. That's basically when they moved over here, they had me. And so just knowing that history, and then also over there, it was a British colony, so you got the island, the reggae vibe, whole different music. They big on hip hop over there now, but it's a nice blend of cultures. You got calypso, you got all kind of soca, you got all kind of different ingredients in the pot of gumbo. And so I just took all that with my East Atlanta roots and just trying to create something different. So yeah, it definitely changed my vantage point a lot, just having that background.
Most definitely. It sounds like a different place, but also sounds like a great place to visit, like, most definitely has some dope beaches, probably.
Oh yeah. Pink sand, turquoise water all day.
That's what's up, man. Most definitely on that. That sounds freaking amazing right now. So you just dropped your new album called Shippin' and Handlin 2.0. How did that amazing record come to be, and where can we buy ourselves a copy?
Well, I mean, if you are connected to the internet in any way, shape, form, or fashion, just go to Atlanta. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, you name it. Google Music, just anything. YouTube, it's out there. Just click your mouse.
Most definitely. How did that record come to be?
It was just fucking up game and putting together different associates that would just really make that shit take off like it needed to. Like, you know, we had DJ X-Rated host. We had King Henry Welch. Shout out Henry Welch, one of my favorite comedians. You know, been on tour right there, Showtime specials, shit like that. You know, you had Noble, you had Edie, you had Hussein Fatal, Rest in Paradise, big bruh. Like, you had all these, you know, you had all these dynamic producers and artists and people that you know, was just coming with it in every aspect. And so it was like the perfect storm. And man, to date, that album right there, like I put that up with all the classics. And that ain't just because it's me. Like, that's just what I hear on the streets. Like, pound for pound, nigga, that album go against anything.
I have to say, I absolutely love that album, man. I got myself a digital copy. I fucking love it. I really do. And I'm not even kissing your ass because you're on the air. I'm being truthful. That record is straight up bangers from start to finish, man. One last question I gotta ask about that album. Do you have hard copies at all that people could buy?
I do, but they gonna be so expensive. Because, you know, right now hard copies is like vinyl now. But yeah, there are hard copies available. But, you know,
I'm old school, you know what I mean? So whenever I listen to an album, I don't mind digital, but I'd rather hold the case in my hand, you know, like read the lyrics, or like look on the back, read the thank you notes and shit, you know.
Hey, you know you got a hard copy reserved. You know I ain't trip on that.
Hey, you know what? That's an honor, man. I appreciate that for sure, dude. I really do. I don't think my neighbors would appreciate it, but fuck them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, the economics in this business is, right now, man, if you freaking press up a bunch of hard copies, like, it's just, you know, the economics has changed. Like, you know, those kind of on a make-to-order almost basis. But they there, though.
Most definitely. So I got about 2 more questions for you, and then I'll let you get on with your night. I gotta ask, so today I noticed on Instagram that Direct Manager ROC on Instagram just announced earlier on today about a new collaboration alert. Could you give us a little bit more information pertaining to that?
Oh, yeah, so, you know, we got Options Entertainment, then you got Crowd Control Entertainment, which is, you know, my brother Rico. We do a lot of management things over there. And then you got Rock With Entertainment. So at the end of the day, it's all about collectively, you know, just using each other's strengths and moving in the same direction. So, you know, those are my partners, man. I'm telling you, like, it's so much shit on the way. Like, we're working on the Epiphany album.
You still there, Tony? Hello? Alright, guys, 1 second. I'm going to play a quick song, and I'm going to get Tony Atlanta back up on the air, guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here's freedom of speech.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I mean it. I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a, gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme. Push. Step.
There's no democracy. None.
Alright, guys, we're back on the air with Tony Atlanta. Alright, sorry about that, man.
Hey, man, shit happens.
Most definitely. So, we were on the topic of the Direct Manager ROC, and you were just talking about dropping a new record.
Oh, yeah, so, you know, we're working on the Epiphany project. We'll have that to you later this year or early next year, first quarter-ish. But it's a different direction, man. It's more spiritual. You know, I still do my ratchet shit, but I got kids and the conscience now. You know what I mean? So the music got to evolve, you know, as the person evolves. So, yeah, it's definitely You know, gonna be some good shit out there. So yeah, just I'm sure you're gonna keep them posted on what we got.
Oh, most definitely. And you know I'll always spin your music. I've been spinning your music before we even got the interview locked in, so most definitely I'll be spinning your music, man. So last question I got is, what's next for Tony Atlanta?
Oh man, it's everything, you know. Can't really put nothing in the box, but just more creative projects to come. More movies, more music, and you know, whole lot of everything, really. Ain't nothing really off the table at this point.
That's what's up, man. So right after this interview, I'm gonna be playing the song that you did with Hussein Fatal off your new album called Cocaine. Could you tell us a little bit more about that song? That way, when our listeners listen to it, they can wrap their head around it a little bit more.
Well, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, it's just them ratchet days, sleepless nights in the trap, falling asleep on the staircase, and just out there working, just grinding. But this song it was one of the last songs I did with them. You know, which makes it really special to me. Actual on the track, you know, got Edie, No, everybody on there. Like, we just talking about grinding and just going through them sleepless nights to see the sunrise, basically. So it just, you know, puts all that into a real detailed picture.
So when you recorded that song, were you in the studio with Fatal when you recorded that track?
Yeah. I think we did that at Options Studios, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, because I just think my assumption, I just thought maybe it was part of one of his posthumous unreleased songs, and he just snipped it and put it in. But that's really cool to know you were in the studio with Fatal, you know.
Yeah, he did that while he was still. Yeah, we did that. You know, he was on deck. And that's why that energy, everything, like, when I go back and listen to a lot of his old stuff, man, it's just like he's still here. And that's really the thing with music. It immortalizes you. I'm sure you can fuck with that perception on that. You know what I mean? Music is just like, it's like a time machine. Like, you can listen to something and go back to that place. I don't care how long ago it was. And that's what them songs do for me, because I was seeing this nigga in there just vibrant, just going after it. And, you know.
He most definitely was a lyrical assassin. That's what I always called him. Hussein Fatal, the lyrical assassin.
Oh, yeah.
When he got on a mic, he would just destroy shit.
Yeah, every time. Like, it was he didn't take a line off. He didn't take a word off. Like, everything was just pure adrenaline. 100%.
Most definitely. Rest in peace, Hussein Fatal. Gone, but most definitely never forgotten. So this is the time in the interview where I give the artist that comes on the show a chance to give shout-outs to whoever they want to give shout-outs to, and also their social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you up and follow your journey.
Oh, yeah, man. It's at Tony Atlanta on everything, pretty much. TonyAtlanta. And, you know, just shout out to Outlaw gang. You know, my partners, Edie, No, everybody. Castro, Stormy, you know what I mean? All them guys. Napoleon. You know, Options ENT, man, that's the squad. You know, you got Crowd Control Entertainment, Rockwood Entertainment, my partner Gape, you know what I mean? He on the Epiphany project with me. And, you know, really, man, the whole Atlanta, Zone 6, EA Sports, man. Like, shit, it's what it's about.
Most definitely.
And, shout out to y'all, man, because, hey, man, Outlaw Radio, y'all branding that shit, and I fucks with the energy. So, you already know anything you need, bruh, right here.
I appreciate that, man. I'm a long-time fan of yours, so just hearing you say that, man, is an absolute honor. And I want to say thank you so much for providing me with this interview, dude. It's most definitely a dream come true. And anytime you need an interview to promote your music, hit me up. I got you.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you very much, Tony. You have yourself a wonderful night, man. God bless. I'm looking forward to when that new record drops.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep you posted, man. Keep doing what you're doing out here, man. The people taking notice, and it's getting around. The wave is rippling. So you're doing what you need to do, man.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Tony. Have yourself a wonderful night, man. God bless. We most definitely will chop it up soon.
All right, bro. In a minute.
Peace, man.